stars. I'm wondering just who you are. Got so many fears. I'm wondering why you aren't here. And when did it break? When did it shatter away? Disintegrate. When did it break? Oh. Where are you now? Where are you now? Lost in the crowd. Where are you now? Could you help me? Could you tell me the truth? Could you tell me what to do? 'Cause I'm feeling.
Welcome to the Everything Sparkle Show. I am so excited today because, as you can see, the studio is so festive. We have never had this much excitement and this much art here at the Everything Sparkle Show. I love it. Oh my gosh, where are we going to start? I like this guy. Can we start with this guy? This is my boyfriend.
Out of clay. I thought you'd like him.
This is how long did it take? And is this made off a person?
This is Hellraiser. This is Pinhead from the movie Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
A 1980s horror movie.
I have seen it.
Yeah,
It's been a
so when I
minute.
was growing up as a kid, it was like one of my favorite movies.
Thanks for aging us, Vinny.
I got to watch horror movies. So anyways, so he's one of my favorite characters. So I just made him out of clay. It's all by hand and everything.
Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could feel this. This is really... Oh my gosh, Vinny. This is incredible.
And these are real nails and everything too. So
Wow. How long did it take to make this?
like a day.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
So probably the hardest part is like doing the lines, because you have to do them like straight.
Making it straight, yeah. And
then,
it's all curved.
Yes, and then making his face look like the character also, because it has to look like exactly like the.
How
the
old
guy.
were you when you started all this?
Like 4 years old.
Well, I'm sure you didn't start with this one. Your
Well,
mom
no.
would have had you committed if you started.
I know. Really? No, about 4 years old, I started painting and drawing and stuff like that.
Oh my. Okay, now we're going to work our way. We'll try to work our way down this way.
Okay.
Okay. So on the far end over here.
And I also have my sign up with my Snapchat and Instagram, because I sell a lot of stuff at Art Hop. So that's where you can find me.
So
with,
how
like, a lot
often
of
are
this
you
stuff.
at our hub? Is this something that we do every month?
It's
I
the
know it's a
first
monthly.
first Thursday of every month.
But you're there every time.
I'm there every time at the park downtown by where all the lofts are at
Awesome.
on Fulton. So
This is incredible. Okay, so we got the Hulk.
these I sell. This is what I mainly sell at Art Hop, and those are like $10 a piece.
And people get
then-
to choose which.
Yeah,
They're
so-
only $10.
Yeah, and I have just like a whole array of different characters.
Oh my! Well,
stuff
I'm
like
definitely
that.
gonna buy one.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
do-
That is such a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
And I-
cheapest thing I've ever seen at Art Hop.
And I
This
do
is-
custom paintings, and I also was selling them at Mardi Gras at the parade. That was fun.
Is this stenciled? Is that why they're so cheap? How do you make them so cheap?
It's just
Are they stenciled or you draw them?
No, I draw them. I draw them from markers.
What?
Yeah, but I like to try to make things affordable, and so if people like art, you don't have that much money, you can still be able to buy stuff.
So you got the Hulk here?
Mm-hmm.
I've met the Hulk.
Really?
No, I have.
Oh, that
met
guy's
him.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's so. I wish I knew him. I would show him this. I bet he would love it.
And then Deadpool I just did, and then I try to do like some roster ones and stuff like that. I have like 50 different ones in that box over there that we can't even display right now, but I have some really cool
Wow.
ones. Like Rick and Morty, I do stuff like that too.
Okay, so what if I wanted you to paint me?
I do more like cartoon characters, but I probably could paint you.
You can make me into a cartoon.
Yeah, I can make you.
Me without makeup is like a cartoon.
And then those are necklaces I make, and those are fuse beads. And I actually own a rave company, so what I do is I travel California to the raves, and I sell light up stuff at raves. And
So
then
explain what a rave company is to a lot of our viewers that aren't because when I heard about this,
Uh-huh.
it makes perfect sense. I just never thought about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So explain your business, like you're speaking to
So-
people that have no idea.
So a rave company is called Madness the Party Shop. And what I do is I'm a vendor. So I'll show up at a rave, I'll set up my booth, and then it glows. Like I put all these lights on it where the booth glows really awesome. And it has like strobe lights and everything. And then I sell like light up gloves and light up masks and light up glasses.
Oh, don't say light up mask.
Yeah.
Are you be selling them now?
I'm sold out actually.
You need to start making people want masks.
Yeah, we actually have like a light up mask right here.
Oh my gosh! I wish we could make it more dark in here for that, but that would be really.
You can't really see it, huh? Yeah, you can't really see it.
It's really hard to make this image where you can see us and this. This is super cool.
But
maybe
those
at
masks,
the very end of the show.
Yeah, those masks you can actually charge too with your USB. So like your cell phone charger, you just plug that into your mask and charge it. And then same with my light up gloves and light up glasses.
You need to make some more of these. We can make a killing. I'll help you.
Yeah.
I'll come over because people are, regular people are getting together to do this just because there's such a shortage.
Yeah.
So I will totally help you make these masks.
Yeah, imagine a doctor coming in with a light up mask on.
Well, that would be a little chaotic. But I know, okay, so the other day, I'm friends with this one designer that's actually been on the show before, Javier. And the other day I saw him, and of course, everything he wears is designer. He had this designer mask with, like, teeth, like red teeth.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those, yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of fashion people that would totally, and I have a lot of friends in LA. We got to do this.
Oh, my light up glasses are LED, right? So they strobe to the beat of music. Like, they're amazing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. But we gotta sell. We can save lives and have a good time.
Well, before all this happened, I was gonna do an event with Bone Thugs and Harmony and Loonies, and I was gonna have a booth there.
I love Bone Thugs.
Me too.
I know them.
That's
I used to hang out with them in LA. Actually.
Yeah, I was so excited because I had light up glasses for them and everything.
Oh my god! What's your favorite Bone Thugs song?
Probably more murder.
I like the Thuggish Bone.
Yeah, I like that. First of the month too.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun, Vinny. But we really got to get together and make these. Like, crying. I'll see you Saturday. Let's make some of these.
I know, especially with like all the downtime that we have now. That
How long does it take to make something like that? When you make all these things and you make them by hand, do you make them by hand or do you buy them?
Well, I make the glasses by hand and stuff.
Oh, so these are bought?
Oh, yeah, these are for my rave company that I'm sponsored from.
And you could just charge it with your.
Yeah.
What phone charger?
Any USB. See, you just plug it in right here.
Oh my gosh.
They're pretty awesome. And then the LED glasses, I'm telling you.
You're like
entertaining.
Like, this is stuff I've never even thought of.
Really?
This is like genius.
Well, you should see a rave. It's really entertaining.
Well, I worked at all the nightclubs in LA, and I've never seen that. And I used to buy all those light up things from the dollar store.
Yeah.
When I had the Chakra company, they put that in their trays so that everybody
like glow
would see
sticks
them.
and stuff like that.
Right, but there wasn't a lot of people doing that. So
this is like the top of the line LED stuff,
Oh my gosh.
Like EL wire and all this. There's a lot of stuff you can learn from doing what I do. You think I'm just at a rave, but I'm more than just at a rave. Like I'm bringing the party to them.
You're bringing the experience.
Like I'm making it more exciting experience, and then you get to buy something at a rave for me, and then have memories of it.
That is incredible. That's
and
really
then
awesome.
with my necklaces that I showed you, ravers, it's a lifestyle, and what they do with those is they make them themselves too, and they trade them with each other. So now you remember that person.
So do you make these as well, or you buy these?
I make those.
These are the ones you actually make.
Actually
and
make
it's
those.
so intricate because I see like every little hole goes.
Yeah, it's
together.
a Morty with a glow in the dark raver mask on.
So is this glow in the dark itself?
The mask is glow in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
I love this. Oh my gosh. But does this get scary? So do you have these things hanging up in your house and all of a sudden when the lights are off, everything's just glowing at you?
Yeah, my house kind of looks like a rave.
Because that could get scary a little bit. Like,
and then I have like these in the hallway and stuff like that.
Yeah, that could scare me. I see my red pennies. I'm like, what is going on?
I made a little, when Captain Spaulding died, I made a little baby Captain Spaulding doll. It looks so awesome.
That's amazing.
I know, I should have brought him, but my dog kind of jacked him up, so.
Oh my gosh. What kind of dog? The cute little
French bulldog.
I wish you had pictures of that little bulldog.
Oh, that dog is
cute.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. How fun.
And then the tree houses I do, these are actually functional. They make your house smell good. So I put like the what is that called? The
potpourri?
Pepper. Yeah, I put that in there, and so it makes your house smell good, and then they're good for anxiety. Because you can just turn off the lights,
Some feng shui.
when you're going to bed or something, and just have these lit up right there, and just imagine yourself like at the ocean or like in Florida at the swamps.
Well, I'm thinking also it'd make a really great gift. Mm-hmm. Because I love stuff like this that you can't really find everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Original.
Yeah, it's very I love giving gifts like this, so this would be great. So how much is something like that?
I sell them for about $50 to $60.
Okay.
And actually, there's a furniture store here at the tower that sells them for me.
Where at?
It's I forgot the name. I should have looked.
Oh, that's bad.
I'm a raver, all right. So. Well, anyway, so he actually sells them there for me, so that's pretty awesome. He just opened. It's called it's by the Mexican restaurant down there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a towboy. You know where everything is, but you can't really describe it to everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's cool to have them there, though. So.
That's awesome. And then that one next to it, that seems even more elaborate. Is it just, I know it's on a higher stool, but it seems like more elaborate because you got some
see at the
butterflies.
swamps, it's a tree house, but also like in the swamps when they make houses like this, they raise them above ground. You know, they don't make the houses on the ground. So a lot of houses are lifted up like this in the swamp areas and stuff like that. So what I do is I make things that I wish I can go visit. Or I wish I could be there one day. So I just make it so I can at least look at it. You know?
And then you're there. No,
and then I'm there, you know?
Well, and that's kind of all we have as a choice right now.
Exactly.
So this is the perfect time. Okay, so everybody watching at home, can we buy this online?
You can actually add my Instagram, and then I do custom orders too.
Great. No, so, that's exactly what we need right now.
Say you wanted a haunted house. I can make you like a haunted house one like this. You know, like an Addams Family one.
I love it.
You know.
So what if people wanted to buy these in the Fresno area? Do you do delivery?
Yeah, yes, I do delivery also.
But then if somebody's further away, they can maybe pay for some shipping and handling, and you can send them.
It might be a little hard to ship these right here. I haven't figured that part out yet. So
just DM him if you guys want these. And you can personalize it, so you can put everything sparkle on one of my little houses.
And see, the pieces of wood on here is real driftwood from the lake, where I have my houseboat at.
Okay, and did you send in a photo of the houseboat? Because,
yeah, I did.
Because that's so incredible. You said you actually built your houseboat from...
Yes, me and my friend, we bought this boat for $2,000, and it was like one of our dreams, right? Well, houseboats are like $20,000, $10,000 to buy one. So what we did is we just bought a beat-up houseboat, and then we remodeled it from wood that we found like on the side of the road and stuff like that, and from his job sites. So inside the houseboat, it has steampunk lamps made of copper. Then it has a bathroom inside. It's basically like a floating bar.
How long did it take to make something like that?
We did that in 2.5 months.
And you're not really a construction. I know you do art and everything. Did you have to learn a lot? How did you learn how to even do that?
Well, my friend, he's a plumbing contractor, and he kind of lives out in the country.
Well, now I feel more comfortable going to the bathroom on that.
I know.
I was kind of wondering.
Yeah. So, he's a plumber, and he knows how to build everything. Like his grandpa was like a builder, and he grew up with him. So we just go to his house. He teaches me like a bunch of that kind of thing too. Like I normally wasn't really into that, but I love learning new things.
That must have been a fun education.
Oh, it was really
very
fun.
Useful one.
And when we first bought the boat, everybody was laughing at us and stuff because we had the first year. We took it out anyway. We didn't care what it looked like.
I bet it looked horrible.
Oh,
right?
It was so horrible.
You don't have a before and after picture.
No, I don't.
You never know how good they're going to look after. Yes. We don't take before.
Like it doesn't even look like the same boat. So like people are laughing at us and stuff.
The ghettoest boat on the lake.
They don't laugh at us now. Now we got a floating bar. Everybody's trying to like get on our boat now.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's so impressive. So now that you did that, do you have other fixer-upper projects in mind that you're excited to start?
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing soon is we're going to be getting driftwood from the lake, and we're going to be making driftwood shelves and tables with barnwood together.
Wow.
And then we're going to like black metal and copper and stuff like that. So we're going to do a lot of designs and different furniture, things like that. To see how it goes.
That's impressive.
Because I could still use my artistic skills, and now I could use it building stuff. So it makes it even more better. Or you could sell it, and make extra money on what you like to do.
Right. Well, yeah, I have a friend that was like a Renaissance man. He created the Lobster and Beer, which is now getting franchised.
Oh, that's awesome.
Santa Monica. But he did everything. So he would get all this recycled wood. So when you walk into his restaurant bar, it's everything he made by hand, like the whole walls.
That's the best.
So this is like something you can go into buildings and fix up the walls, and I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hire you, even.
My friend, he made this amazing entertainment center. It's all barnwood and copper and everything. And then behind his flat screen TV, he has a barnwood, and then he has lights behind the barnwood. So at night you turn it on and it just glows like that.
That is incredible. I love this. This is fascinating. So what does your house look like? Do you have stuff that you
Well,
made
my
a
house.
lot of gadgets yet?
Well, I have like Apache blood from New Mexico, so I have a lot of real Indian turquoise and jewelry and stuff my grandma left me, and I have that in my. And then I have it all decorated, all Native American in my house.
Nice. So you can kind of do what anybody wants you to do if they
Mm-hmm.
have an idea or a project. So if I wanted to buy a boat for $2,000, how much would you like charge
Well,
to soup that up?
It came out to be a lot. Like I think
Just supplies and everything.
the supplies and
alone,
everything was like
huh?
7,000 or something.
Thank God you got with
Yeah.
a friend to really
Oh,
do
for
it.
sure. But there's nothing like it, now. Well, they closed the lake recently.
But to be
so-
in something you built with your own
Oh,
hands,
yeah.
that's got to be really rewarding.
and it's really original. Like all the houseboats look exactly the same. They're all cookie cutters. And then all of a sudden you see our Cajun boat roll up. It's like, you're like, what's
so
that?
where do you park it at?
Lake Kauai. And the front of it has barnwood doors that close. And then what they do is they fold open. So when you're driving down the lake, it's all like an open concept. So you're just driving all open. And then we put $1,000 stereo system in it. So we're bumping it. Like
Playing Bone Thugs and Harmony
yeah,
on the lake.
we got a generator, so we have power, and we even put plugs like in the walls too, where you can plug things in.
That is so amazing, Vinny. This is so impressive. So everyone can DM you, and if they have an idea or want something original, because even businesses, every business that wants to make something look
for sure.
cool, they can contact you and say, I'm opening up this shop. I
Yeah,
need some
yep.
features. I need...
And we can go over there and build like unique things, and that's what is really good about it. Because when you do own a business, you want to be like original. You want people to come to your business and think, wow, I'm going to come back. I just want to see what's new, or
Right.
I like this area. I want to take pictures here, and that promotes your business. And there you go. You got more advertising that way.
Well, I'm surprised you haven't designed a film say. I think this is in your future.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm always trying to think of new things. That's for sure.
But I would love to sell. If I had a shop, I would totally sell this, because then it actually, people think it's the decor of the shop. And like, actually, no, you can purchase that
Yep.
if you want to. So that's actually a very smart idea.
And I'm telling you, a house with anxiety, and it smells good. So
And it lights up. I love that everything lights up.
I know
because
everything lights up.
I'm one of those people that love that. And I bet if people wanted to, you can make it have music.
Oh, probably for sure. I mean,
I love music
Endless
and
possibilities.
light up things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
am that person that
I
goes
am
into the
too.
store, and every time there's a little thing that makes music, I press it. I am that person.
I do that too. So
Thank you so much, Vinny.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you'd like to share that we don't know about you or that we can get from you?
well, I also own the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus picture business at the Manchester Center, but we're not going to have the Easter Bunny this year, of course.
Do you dress up as an Easter?
No, I don't. I own.
I would pay for that. I would totally pay for that.
If somebody calls in, I probably will have to, but no, normally I don't. So, but we're there every year with Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny for pictures, and we're like affordable for families, and it's more like more of a family thing than like if you go to a corporate mall where they're just running you through and they don't really care about you. They're just trying to make money.
And people can get you for pictures.
Mm-hmm. So
They can have you at their own party. Like, let's say let's say if you have a birthday party that falls next to Christmas, and you're like, oh, I want my own Santa.
Well-
Can they hire that?
Well, I haven't done that yet, but that is a good possibility. But see, at the mall, we have the whole setup, ready to go.
Okay.
And he's there in the whole setup. And we're open certain hours. And then this past year, I did the Grinch, pictures with the Grinch.
Oh my gosh,
yes,
I would love that.
and Santa at the same time. So
How
people were just
fun.
loving
See,
it.
that would make a
Awesome
great
picture.
birthday, and that would be a great birthday party. That's why I think you'd get hired for that sort of thing, because that would make
Yeah.
you different than any other kid.
So we had the
has.
Grinch there, like having a good time, in the picture, taking pictures with Santa. It was awesome.
I love that. Oh my gosh, you gotta call me up next time you do this when you
Yes.
take the
Oh,
pictures.
man.
But
And it's so cool to see the kids all excited when they see the Grinch. Like, people love the Grinch.
right, and
Yeah.
I would love to have gone to the Easter. Well, my birthday is next close to Easter. My birthday's fallen on Easter, so I'd love to have a picture with you. You'd have to, if it's for my birthday, you're gonna have to come in the bunny suit.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
no
on,
problem.
Vinny.
Also, for Halloween, we're going to have pictures with Jack Christmas at Manchester Center.
Are you
So,
serious?
yeah.
Okay, I'm there.
So-
I'm there. So if people want to hire you, you have to create some prices because people might
Yes.
want to hire you for a party for that.
We can bring characters. Yeah, we can do that.
Love it. Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah, no problem.
What if it shatters away, disintegrates? What if it breaks? See sparks, turning into broken hearts, seen too many wounds, all inflicted by you. And what if it breaks? What if it shatters away, disintegrates? What if it breaks? Could you help me? Could you tell me the truth? Could you tell me what to do? 'Cause I'm feeling so lost without you. Could you help me? Could you tell me the truth? Could you tell me what to do? 'Cause I'm feeling so lost without you. Fly me to Mars.
If your home floods, who will you call? When your house springs a leak, it's time to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. Clean Master will be there in 60 minutes to start fixing your home. And Clean Master bills your insurance directly, saving you the hassle because you've got enough to worry about. Clean Master also offers carpet and upholstery cleaning, carpet repair, pet odor removal, and more. Remember, Clean Master Emergency Flood Service, 559-213-9430, and visit cleanmasterflood.com. Pour yourself a glass of Crybaby wine, available at the market and Sam's Italian Deli. And remember to ask for Crybaby wine at your favorite restaurant.
Forget about the higher good of food, right? You're growing a product that people enjoy really all over the world. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I think about that all the time. I think about the families sitting around a table, enjoying a meal. I just see that what we do brings families together.
I mean, we're blessed. We're in paradise for food.
The Kern family of the Kern Family Farm invites you to eat delicious, nutritious, organic produce available at the Gnarly Carrot, located at 32954 Road 222 in North Fork, California. The Gnarly Carrot is a local, natural, seasonally changing market offering a wide range of products from local Central Valley vendors. Get your caffeine fix, grab a smoothie, and support small businesses. Learn more at kernfamilyfarm.com and visit the Gnarly Carrot today. Doctor in Sukasa allows you to connect with your doctor when you need a quick treatment. Avoid a trip to a medical clinic or emergency room and connect by video with your doctor from your home, work, or anywhere. Just go to drinsukasa.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Dr. in Sukasa provides quality care that is convenient, bilingual, and affordable, so you are never left without access to health care. Visit drinsukasa.com today.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Many fears, wondering why you aren't here. And when did it break? When did it shatter away, disintegrate? When did it
Welcome back to the Everything Sparkle Show, and we still have another amazing artist, Angel.
Hello.
I love your photos so much. I showed my mom them, and she's like, "Wow, you do tigers, people, you
Yeah.
paint everything." How long have you been painting?
I would say professionally probably about 6 years, but I was a child 6 years ago in high school, so I don't know if that counts, but I've been painting to sell for 4 years. And so that means I was professionally trying to do my best, even though I'm such a baby artist.
But I met you at Art Hop, and I
Yeah.
was just so, you're like, "Oh, these are my paintings." And I was kind of looking around like, "Who's a painter? These are so great." And it was you, like, "Oh," and I'm like, "No way, you're like so young. This is awesome."
Thank you. Yeah, so my studio in Tower District, that's where I usually try to produce most of my work when the air conditioning is working, but when it's not so hot. But I paint a lot of animals and paint people, mostly animals, because I want people to have that weird human relationship with my paintings. I want you to be able to relate to it, meaning, so if I paint a human, usually you can't relate to it because you know your own face, and that's not you. But if I paint, let's say, what's your favorite animal?
Probably a bulldog, the bulldog that Vinny has.
Okay, so cute thing, if I painted a bulldog and then somehow it just matched your aesthetic so much to where you were just like, that's me in a painting, I need this painting, like you resonate with it almost because it's not a human, it's an animal. And so that's my most popular pieces are just like animals and people.
You do a lot of lions and tigers and not bears. So I was just going with that. So
it's because like the tiger's my dad, and so I do the tiger a lot because he inspires me on a lot of the work I do, positive and negative, because he is my dad, but so it has most symbolic.
Study a lot of paint, or you study the actual tiger? You go like Siegfried and Roy, you're like looking at their tigers, like how do I replicate this?
I study the shapes within the animals, or animals and people, whatever the subject is. Landscapes I love, like clouds, but I study so like within the tiger, how the stripes are almost like they're blobbish shapes. They're not necessarily like the texture of the tiger's fur, but because of the blobbish shape, it causes it to just all form into what the tiger looks like. And so it's not just like the tiger, but like the muscles of a dog or a cat makes it feel so real because the light is reflecting off of the fur just right to where it makes you feel like, oh, this is like a 3D thing rather than a 2D painting.
Or if it's a healthy animal. Or like
yeah,
it's a little emaciated, you can kind of get the essence of that.
Yeah, so if like let's say the saturation was low, so the color vibrancy was low, you would almost think it's gloomy and not alive, because usually things that are alive have so much color and are so bright. And then there's how I depict like the chest of the animal or like a person, if you can see like the rib cage, so the bones and or the transparencies in the fur or the skin of the person, it almost feels like sickly. So that's the whole like alive and kind of dead kind of thing. Yeah.
So you just got done taking a test. We're gonna put you on blast here. You're a student. What are you studying?
I'm actually studying to be a high school art teacher. That's my dream job. I want to teach bright-eyed, bushy-tailed students that just either they don't care, they don't give a crap, and they just want to get the A for the class. Yeah, whatever. And then there's the ones that actually do care, but they have no idea what they're doing. And then when they leave high school, they're going to go into college and be thrown into this massive people where everyone's competing to have a better position than you are. And so
I'd love to take an art class.
Yeah, if you're down. I'm trying to just like teach on the side. But dream high school art teacher, but then plan B is artist, but that takes a lot of luck.
Well, you can do both at the same time,
Yeah,
right?
you can, 100%.
That's what you're doing
That's
right
my
now.
goal. My goal is to actually be like a high school art teacher and be an artist, and then have a gallery for my students to show and me to show. So it's like this, like I'm planting a seed in a different town kind of thing, blossoming a bunch of students. Dreams. But being an artist is a little more difficult because it's who you know, how lucky you get with who walks into your studio or wherever you show your work, or if a gallery is like, hey, you should come show at my esteemed gallery.
So does that happen? What are some of the other places you've shown your work besides Art Hop?
I've shown my work at a few like local coffee shops, and so like the Starbucks on Shaw and Villa, they've had me come in twice and put up my work on their walls, even though they're not allowed to do that and not allowed to put nails in their walls. They want to be part of the art community.
So
it's mostly
put them on blast.
Yeah. And then there's just Fresno State ends up showing our work, so the students
I know
get
somebody that loves cats and would buy. I know a few people actually.
I sold that painting as soon as I painted it. That was one of my favorites too. It's very lively.
Okay, so how much did that go for?
That one went for, I think that was a $70 painting, and so they vary to how much I either love them. Well, because they're studies. So that was actually part of a familiar series I did during Halloween.
Was it small or was it big?
It was about this size.
Okay,
it was small. It was part of a familiar series I did for Halloween where I painted every single day. So every day I would have to start a painting, and within the few hours I would have to finish it.
That was going to be my next question. How long does it take you? Okay, the one with the tiger that we saw. How long? Tell me that it was not a day.
No.
I was going to say
that was a process of 2 weeks. I'm not sure. I think it was 20 plus hours put into it. Only because painting yourself is so hard to comprehend because you just want to get rid of all the flaws you don't like.
I was expecting you to tell me. I can't believe so.
Really, 2 weeks is a lot for me because my favorite thing is the alla prima method. Alla prima is when you go straight onto the canvas with the paint and you're finished within the next hour or two. And so the paint is all fresh and
this
wet.
is something someone's going to have on their wall for the rest of their life. I mean, and Da Vinci took forever to paint something.
Okay, so there are different ways of painting. So that's with layering. And so what Da Vinci did is he ended up painting a painting in a process of weeks because he would have to, I forget what the gridding is called, but he would have to grid whatever he wanted to paint.
So it was the surface. Is that why? Are you saying it was the surface that took a long time?
It's not the surface. It's the process of doing it. So what he did is he would grid the person onto the painting.
Okay.
And then he would sketch everything out. He would practice in his journal how to do the shadows of the faces because there was no like technology to just digitally project it onto the canvas. So he had to hand draw everything in. And then there's the painting process where he used, I forget the layers he did, but so for instance, turpentine is the beginning stages of painting on a canvas because it's the thinnest, because oil is such a thick paint, so you use turpentine to thin on the layers. So he'll do like a coat of black and white of the figure. So like let's say we were painting you. Okay. He would make your hair black and he would make all the values in your face and then in your chest, and then he would start doing the clothes. And then after that, he would let it completely dry, which takes weeks because it's oil paint. So that's why his process would take so long. And they were using such old pigments, like the pigments were like toxic lead and different types of linseed oils and sunflower seed oils. And oil, doesn't dry easy. Right. It takes a really long time. So it would take weeks for that to dry, and then he would go back over
snakes. I'm so glad you did a snake. I had a live snake on the show before.
Oh my god, that's fun.
I love it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. You do what animal haven't you done?
Oh my god, that's such a hard question. I don't know. A lot of bugs. I haven't done a lot of bugs. My favorite bug to do is a spider, but
I've seen the
spider butterfly. I've done. I don't know. I think it's just bugs. Bugs are not my thing. They're creepy crawlers. They're kind of cool, but I haven't figured that out yet.
I did not mean to interrupt you with the turpentine story.
No, you're fine.
You're explaining. So go back to explaining how we do.
So it's then what he does is he takes the oil, so the actual oil. So now you move on away from the turpentine. You mix the oil, and then you know how I said you were black and white?
I'm black and white.
So he starts putting the process of transparency over the oil.
So it was layer on top of layer, kind of like doing your makeup.
Yes,
you know how people contour and everything?
Yes.
So that's what
exactly
he was doing.
What it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And then those layers take a long time to dry, and then that's why when you see the paintings in real life, they almost look like they're transparent. Showing.
But yours seem very layered too. So why are yours quicker?
So that's because the process of alla prima is you have to get the color correct the first time. So for like let's say that cloud, and comparison to like the sky and how the sky is like whitish pink and then the cloud is like a darkish bluish purple. I have to get those colors correct the first time because if I don't, then the wet paint is already there, and no matter what color I put on top of it, it won't disappear.
So what do you do? Have you messed up before?
Yeah, 100%.
Did you do something different
There's
then?
things I've deleted off my Instagram that I'm not proud of. That's what studies are. So a lot of the pieces that I did that you're actually seeing are studies of me practicing and trying to get those colors correct, and then what ends up happening is the colors are correct. They turn out exactly how I wanted them to, which is in my opinion, a happy accident, because sometimes you mess up easier than you get it right. And then but then there's a lot more mistakes. So I've done so many paintings where I've just given up and just been like, I can't get these colors correct, and that's the whole process of painting.
That's insane, because I know when I mess up just contouring my face, all I have to do is wash it off, and that's a pain. I can't imagine having to put that time on.
So much time and effort, it just goes away.
Do you create something else out of your mistakes, or do you just start over? Have you done that?
Yes, I have. I have kept all of my past paintings, and then I have painted on top of my past paintings. So either I try again, where I wait for it to dry and try again, but then there's always that, let's say I couldn't get the nose right the first time because I'm studying a nose, couldn't get the nose right the first time, I go back into it trying to do it again, still can't get it right because I still have that image of that old way I did whatever it was. And so same thing with like colors. Had a color there before, tried to go in with a different color, sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it turns out great. I repainted a spider painting. It was the cloud one that you just saw. At first it was like yellow clouds, and so then I had to go back into the painting, wait for it to dry, go back into the painting and paint with blues and purples. And I changed the color scheme completely because it just wasn't working with, and then it turned out successful in the end. So yes, you do have to, I save everything so that I don't waste, because art is expensive too. Buying my supplies is a lot. College tuition plus art supplies. That's why I work at Michael's, trying to get that discount, you know?
Wow, I know. I've been with an artist that was buying paints and brushes, and the brushes alone, I mean, are so expensive.
Insane in price. And then the quality really does matter, because some brushes, like the brush hairs will come off. Or it'll, as I'm painting, it'll deteriorate over time to where, like, there's nothing there by a few weeks of you painting on the canvas.
That's, you want to go expensive on quality is important,
you want to go
right?
expensive because it's more worth it in the end.
Wow.
So
I get so distracted by your paintings. I need to look at you because they're just so beautiful. That's why I was like, I interrupted.
Thank
like,
you. No, that's
100%
a compliment. Thank you.
They are just, wow. And, you know, I just went to the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. a few weeks ago, and I saw, like, amazing paintings, and I look at these, and I'm like, you could be on there. I mean, they're really good.
Thank you.
So what level did you finally get to where you're like, this is good, I can show this, I can sell this?
Honestly, probably, I'm still not at that level quite yet. Where
I will buy your paintings.
I'm not super confident in my work, but I like to think more positively about it, about the person I am and the process of me painting and how much progress I've actually gone through. And so the beginning of me opening up my studio about 2 years ago and comparing it to now. The little girl's actually supposed to be like my older sister. That's not alive. She's not. She passed away before she was born, so it's not like I knew her or anything, but
so this is
it was just a concept.
If she had stayed alive, this is what she would look like.
Yeah, so me and my siblings like to imagine, because my dad has blue eyes, my mom has brown. All of our siblings have brown eyes, and so when we were younger, we would imagine what she would have looked like.
What's her name?
We didn't give her one. That's my parents' job. So, but we did imagine what she would look like, because we thought she would look closer to what I look like. My mom is Middle Eastern; she's from Iraq, and then my dad is a full-on white cowboy.
I was gonna say,
so I'm this weird
I saw you,
mix.
I was like, I think she's Middle Eastern, because I am, and I was like, I thought you would let that look, but then you have the Polish last name, right?
Yeah,
yes.
The Lesnikowski.
Awesome.
So my brother and sister look like my mom, where they have her tan skin tone, and then I look like my dad, where I'm like super pale and white. So for her, they would imagine.
You're a great combination of both.
Thank you. But we would imagine that she would look more like me, since there's only one of me and there's two of my brother and sister, how they look similar. So I wouldn't be alone. So she's supposed to be like pale. Aww. She's supposed to have blue eyes, which I don't have, but we wanted to just have fun and imagine she had blue eyes.
I love that story.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you were to paint me, how long do you think that would take?
Honestly, literally a week. It depends. If I mess up, it might take a month because of how much I maybe dislike or am ashamed of what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you think you could get these colors right?
Yeah, 100%. Ideally.
I wouldn't be in this dress. I'll wear something simple.
No, seriously, that dress would look so cute in a painting. And then the necklace you have, the geometric shape it would create. Like, can you imagine the paint strokes that I would end up doing because of the different textures you have in the dress? And then there's the shape of the necklace, and then all of the geometric shapes you have going on. It would be an incredible painting.
Oh, I'm glad I wore, KP told me never wear these fun colors. He's a friend of ours, and I've always, on the show, he says all those, he said when you're on the show not to wear colors like that, or the different stripes and different, that's distracting. So I usually try to avoid a lot of it, but I love it,
Yeah.
I try to avoid wearing it on there.
No, I think
so. I'm glad I wore this today. I'm glad I got the seal of approval.
You look very cute, and you would be a very cute painting. You'd be very like contemporary because of what you're wearing, because of the geometric.
I've always wanted to be a cute painting.
Yeah. Or then you would also be like very like royal, and I don't know. You're the way you look is just very like I don't know, aesthetically royal. I can't explain it other than that. Like you're almost like an Egyptian painting, if that makes sense.
Awesome. I'll take it.
Because of the contrast.
Oh, explain this. The strawberry.
Okay, so that was the remember how I said I think 4 years I've been a serious artist? So that was the beginning stage of me taking my art seriously. This was actually a series I did my senior year of high school. So sorry, I'm a
They
baby.
look sad. Why are the strawberries crying?
I honestly, at the time, I didn't know why they were crying. I was just doing it because it was such an interesting idea, and I do a lot of surrealistic pieces. So in the past, I used to do surrealistic strawberries, where I was the strawberries. They were almost like a self-portrait, almost. But they weren't, because I didn't purposely go into it being like, I'm a whiny crybaby. Like, I didn't have those emotions. I didn't realize those emotions until I got to college. And then, of course, college teaches you how to understand the concepts behind a painting,
Behind
what the
your own
meaning
art.
is. Yeah. And then I looked back at my high school, and I'm like, oh my God, the reason why these strawberries are crying is because my boyfriend had broken up with me, or whatever the reason was. So I didn't realize at the time that I was doing it, because I never did that on purpose. I didn't understand that at the time, because I'm a baby artist. But then as I learned, you know, how art is all of the invoking emotions and how an artist perceives himself, then I ended up figuring it out, that I ended up doing it back in high school too. So it's just an interesting concept that I ended up playing with then, but it turned into this deep thing now.
I love it. Okay, so if we want to buy your art, where do we go besides Art Hub? Where can we visit it at this point?
So I do have my Instagram at Not a Real Angel. But I do have an Etsy, and then I have my website. My website, if you were to go on there, you'd see my gallery and then my biography. But there's also, it also links to my Etsy, where it has a lot of my stickers and prints.
Is your Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
We don't even have all your information.
I know. I'm so sorry. It's because my Instagram's my main link.
Okay, so let's all go to Instagram.
If you go to Instagram, what happens is there's going to be a link in the biography. Is that what it is?
So if you don't have an Instagram, just DM me and I will send it to her, because this is I really like this art. I'm not just saying that. I mean, this to me looks very beyond your years. And when you say you're a baby artist, I don't
100%.
see that in the art.
I need more knowledge. I need to go through school. I need to meet more people, have more experiences. I'm so excited for the future of my art, to see where it goes, if it goes anywhere. But I think I'm a baby artist compared to what I could be doing in a year or two from now. It would be really cool.
Yeah, you always want to get better.
Yes, yeah.
Do you ever, I know this is a weird question, but do you ever like go around or go to other galleries and see people and you're like, I could do better than that, and they've been doing this way longer than me?
The way to explain that is it's very hard to judge someone else's work that you would consider bad, because art is so, I forgot the word, but it's not necessarily bias, but so let's say I don't like that painting. Yeah, subjective. That's what it is. Thank you. Okay, so let's say I don't like the painting. I'm like, I could do better than that. Or my friends will go with me to galleries and they're just like, I could do better than this painting. And I'm just like, well, the contemporary version of the painting doesn't mean what you would be doing.
I think you're just nice, Angel.
No.
It's your name,
Let's say it was like
Angel.
a really ugly portrait of someone. The meaning behind the painting could be totally contemporary and catch the gaze of so many viewers and be this huge popular painting, but then I could never create something that engaging with people. And so it just depends on what was the word you said just now?
Subjective.
Yeah, it's very subjective. You have to like the painting. So I don't know.
Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Yeah.
This is great, because we can have you on every year and we'll see the progress of your art.
Oh, please, that would be
Yes,
so fun.
Angel, I
oh
love
my
you.
God.
Thank you so
we'll
much
see
for
where
coming
I am.
on
Yeah,
my show.
thank you.
Many fears, wondering why you aren't here. And when did it break? When did it shadow away, disintegrate? When did it break? Oh.
When you need to get fit, contact Gary Torres, IFBB Pro, specializing in weight loss, body transformations, and contest prep. Email GaryTorres5336@yahoo.com.
Hey, I'm Chris DeVolt. Tune in every Friday night on CentralValleyTalk.com when I bring you Sex, Drugs, Chris DeVolt, where I'll give you 3 guesses on what we talk about. And I also vow to bring you 1 live local music act a week. So tune in every week, because you never know what kind of music you're going to hear right here on CentralValleyTalk.com.
The Space Colony Journals are an epic tale of a family's struggle to survive. Meet the courageous women and dangerous men who dare to carve a home on the alien world of Vensu. Get your copy today. Available on Amazon and Gail Daly's FineArt.com.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Contact Sarah Hernandez of June and Matte Photography to schedule your portrait, engagement, wedding, or next family photo session. But that's not all. Sarah is also your personal brandographer, helping you ditch the stock photos and get images that sell. Call 559-412-3721. Visit juneandmattephoto.com and follow Sarah on Instagram and Facebook. Give your child the tools to succeed.
The Yergubian Academic Center offers one-on-one and group educational lessons by appointment. Over 90% of our significant improvement in their academics in just 3 months. Students of the Yergubian Academic Center have gone on to UCLA, UC San Diego, Yale, Stanford, and many more prestigious universities. Schedule a tutoring session today. Call 559-437-3973.
Ghost Golf is Fresno's most spectacular family entertainment center. It's frightening how much fun you'll have on our 18-hole indoor haunted graveyard course. Skeletons welcome you, but watch out. All sorts of creatures may come to life. Ghost Golf is perfect for scary good parties, so book yours today. You'll get free plays at the Mummy Shooting Gallery, arcades, and air hockey. Check out our party and weekday specials online and like us on Facebook. Come play at family-friendly Ghost Golf. Yeah! Good times will haunt you.
For all your real estate needs, call Julia Tadich with Clovis First, 559-323-2213, or visit clovisfirst.com. That's CLOVIS, the numeral 1, ST.com. Whether you're looking to buy a home or sell a home, get a loan, or whatever the case may be, call Julia Tadich.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
At Laulea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let Laulea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit lauleatravels.com or call 559-360-1933. A dynamic litigator, in-tune listener, and forward thinker with almost a decade of experience, Nasser Nekomanish is a skilled attorney servicing clients throughout the Central Valley. When you need a lawyer, call 559-441-0114 and ask for Nasser Nekomanish. Linda Lee Kane is an author of fantasies, thrillers, contemporary fiction, and children's books. Order a book by Linda Lee Kane on Amazon or on lindaleekane.com. Get twice the results in half the time. Call 559-349-7934 to schedule your appointment with Clovis Fit Body Boot Camp today. And follow Fit Body Boot Camp Clovis on Instagram.
What if it shatters away, disintegrates? What if it breaks? Seen too many sparks turning into broken hearts. Seen too many wounds, all inflicted by you. And what if it breaks? What if it shatters away, disintegrates? What if it breaks? Could you help me? Could you tell me the truth? Could you tell me what to do? 'Cause I'm feeling so lost without you.
Welcome to Central Valley Talk, the coronavirus fun and food headquarters. If you're hunkered in your bunker, hungry and need to eat, there's an option for food in Fresno's Tower District. Bobby Salazar's is standing by with individual meals or a pre-cooked meal that will keep you fed for days. Keep it in your freezer and heat it as you need it. Bobby Salazar's is located at 725 East Olive at Broadway. Call them up, place your order, then pick it up. Call Bobby Salazar's at 497-9920. Bobby Salazar's in the Tower District, 497-9920.
Just who you are, got so many fears. Wondering why you are.
Welcome back to the Everything Sparkles Show. Hi guys, I'm so excited to have you on here because you have a million amazing talents. Tell us about the AM radio show. Then we'll go into the other one, the DJ.
Well, I am what you would call a studio geek, and what I usually do is do all the pre-records when we record our shows during the week, and we play them during the weekends. And I'm the one that usually sits behind the counter saying 3, 2, 1, you're on, all that good stuff.
Is it weird to be in the other seat right now?
No, actually, it feels great. And thank you for bringing us on your show. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. So you kind of produce these shows, right?
Yeah. Kind of like what your producer's doing right over there.
So I did an AM radio show for Pastor Shaw, and this was shot, I remember it came on the day after Christmas, this last Christmas, and we shot it about a week before. You weren't there, but so were you the guy that put it on? It's early in the morning, or it's like 9 a.m. in the morning on Wednesdays,
What do you know what station this
Your
is
station.
For? Oh, for a 1680?
Yeah.
Chances are I probably recorded it.
But you weren't there when I did the show.
No.
Because we shot it at the church. So that means that he sent it to you.
Yes.
And then you
dress it up and put the intro and the outro and all that stuff.
Nice.
Get it ready for radio, you know?
That's awesome.
Doctor it up, if you will.
Oh, you did, and it was great. And
Thank you.
So I loved it. What I did is I recorded it on my phone and sent it to people that didn't hear it live. Is there a way to go back and get these interviews?
Well, if you go to our archives on Talk Radio 1680 KGD, you go to our archives on Facebook, and you can find all our pre-recorded programs.
Nice. I will totally refer, because a lot of people want to hear a show, and you know, sometimes we're just working on it because it's like 9 a.m. So a lot of people are at work by then.
Yeah, they can watch the show whenever they want.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it cool? Yeah, I love technology.
So Dolores, I met you because we were rocking out to this man being the DJ.
Yes.
And you were telling him what to play. You guys were like a great duo. So how long have you been in that business? I know it's still kind of radio, but you've branched off and this is different because talk radio is completely different than cool music. So how did you guys get into that?
Well, he's been doing this for many, many years.
Oh, thanks for aging him, Dolores.
No.
I'm not ashamed. I started I started messing with music back in 1980. I was only like 11 years old at the time. And well, one of my first songs that I heard was Rapper's Delight, and I was thinking to myself, I can do that. So what I used to do was rap the songs yourself, rap the lyrics yourself. And before I knew it, I was changing lyrics, and next thing you know, I was writing my own music,
Oh, you could write a song for me, and we could play it on the show sometime.
Yeah, and I also play Talkbox as well. I don't know if you're familiar with Zapp and Roger, but I do play Talkbox.
Loves the Talkbox.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes, he produced an album. He has a wonderful album.
Where can we find that?
Well, you can find it on the internet. Just type in Wood Dog the Funkmeister, and the name of the album is called Music to Fry By. It's all one word.
What does that mean? I have so many images in my mind of what Music to Fry By could mean.
Well, Music to Fry By, well, how can I say it? With my music, I mean, you can't help but move. You can't help but dance.
Oh, I was either frying an egg or like that kind of frying.
No, more like frying your brain with my funkiness. Yeah, but
Dolores, you put up with this like
I love it. He says I'm animated. I think he's animated. We just entertain each other.
You guys bring the party. Okay, so if I want to have you at my birthday party, which my birthday's Monday,
I
won't get to have a party.
DJ, yes.
But maybe one day I could have a remake birthday party for the one I won't get to have. You'll be the DJ, and then you'll be the dancer.
Yes, absolutely.
In costume.
In costume.
Of my choice. Oh no, I'm getting like too needy.
No. I'm sure she would be glad to wear your costume.
I would wear your costume.
If you designed it, she'll wear it.
If you design it, yes.
I love him. But this is all fun and games. But honestly, this is really a lot of work, and you guys put a lot of time into it. So when you guys disassembled that night that I met you at that event, how much work did it take to unload, do this, put it all away?
Well, I pretty much handle that myself. Takes about maybe 20 minutes to unload, and everything is pretty much plug and play on my book, so it's pretty easy to unload everything and set it up. It takes me about half hour.
So you don't help, you just watch? I love that. I want that job.
I help too, but by the time I'm helping, he's already done. He's really good at what he does, and he's very quick at what he does. So, but I just have a ball being there, being a part of it, and being a part of this show.
She's been very, very supportive. Very, very supportive.
Well, you're very supportive and you're very inspirational. I know we're all having fun here, but you guys are very religious, and a lot of the shows on the AM radio station are religious based. How did you guys get into that? What came first? The shows? Were you always into your church, and then this evolved? How did it happen?
Well, I've been a member of Cornerstone Church with Pastor Jim
Shouts
Franklin.
out to Jim Franklin.
Shouts out to our pastors, Jim and Cindy Franklin.
One day I hope to have you on.
Yes. And he is my spiritual father, and I just love them so much and respect
And
them
he's
so
also my
much.
boss.
And it's his boss, so it's just a coincidence that I've served in many ministries in the past years, and it just happens to be his boss. And so Pastor saw us both at the altar one day praying, and he just had the biggest smile on his face, and that just made us so happy.
It's funny.
So he kind of brought you guys together.
Yeah, it's funny because
I love for God brought us together.
It's funny because Jim has been repeatedly inviting me to come to the church, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be there, yeah, I'll be there, and I never got a chance to be there until this woman came into my life.
It's God. God always brings a pretty woman to get
But
us
see,
to do
what's
what we need
cool
to do.
about it is that we've known each other for well over 25 years before we even started dating. So it's like
Yes, we were very, very. We're just friends, and he was the DJ at the door at the clubs way back in, way back in the.
You went from the
early
clubs to
90s.
the church. That's fun.
Yeah, we.
well, back in 1989, I wasn't even 21 yet, so that tells you everything right
so
there.
We were both in our early 20s.
Yeah.
Now we're in our 50s, so time goes on.
Wow, we're already in our 50s, babe. Can you believe it?
Looking forward to the 70s.
But this is great. You guys found a fun way to serve God, have a good time, and make an income.
Yes.
I love all of that.
Yeah.
And while he's introducing me to the funky music on his radio show on radiomusic101.com, that he has a radio show on Sunday nights.
Deep in the funk vaults with the funk meister.
Oh, you have the perfect voice for that.
Yes,
you
he
need to do
does.
the intro to my show every day.
I would love to do an intro to your
gosh,
show.
I would love that.
So he teaches me about the funky music that I missed out on as a child because I was raised in Tijuana, Mexico. Didn't even come to this country until I was 28 years old. So he introduces me to all the music that I missed out on, and I introduce him to all the Christian music, K-Love, and all the Christian artists that go along with that, and all the
But
spiritual
you also got to
songs.
remember, honey, that I also was fond of Christian music.
Yes.
Christian R&B, Rufus
Christian,
Troutman,
yes.
MC Boulevard, good friend of mine, Pastor Sal Perez,
Yes.
I listen to all that, and I love it. I love
So,
it.
so he introduces me to all the R&B gospel music, Christian gospel music, and I introduce him to the Christian music,
The worship
mainstream,
music.
the worship
I love
music
it.
mainstream
I love
that we
it.
see that we hear on the radio. So
That's amazing. So where do I go to hire you for the party? Is it just the
You can call me
Funkmaster?
directly.
Well, I know that. If anybody else wants to hire you, what are the rates about? How much do you charge per hour, approximately? I know it depends on the party and how many hours, but what's an approximate number you can
Well, I usually charge $100 an hour, and if you book me for 4 hours, I'll give you the third hour for like $75.
Okay, perfect. And so we have several ways of getting a hold of you, actually.
Yes, all you can do is add me on Facebook, Robert Woody Pena. You can add me on Facebook, and you can also hit me up on Messenger and send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to DJ your party.
You might be Woody to everyone, but I'm always going to call you Buzz, just because.
Buzz.
Yeah,
To
Toy
infinity
Story.
and beyond. Wow. I've never been called Woody Buzz before.
Woody.
However, I did get a buzz.
yes, he did.
I bet you did not expect me to send you a picture of me dressed as Buzz Lightyear, did you?
No, I didn't, and that was hilarious. I love it.
We'll have to show that on the show.
You're pretty animated yourself.
That was for my church play. I
Mm-hmm.
got cast as Buzz Lightyear. I
Wow.
know. I never
That
thought
is
in my
so
career
cool.
that was
Yeah.
going to happen. But yeah, it was fun. I think I make a really good Buzz.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that.
So Dolores, do we have your information? Because you give inspirational quotes every day. You help keep me going. Facebook, Instagram. Can you tell our audience how to get a hold of you?
You can just add me under Dolores Gonzalez. That's a Z in the middle and a Z at the end. Dolores Gonzalez. I would love to pray with you, pray for you, and lead you to the Lord and just get you through everything we're going through right now in this world with a little help and a little prayer and a little Bible scripture. And I would love to talk and speak with all of you.
And remember, with God, all things are possible.
All things are possible. We have nothing to fear. God is with us. Keep the faith. Stay strong.
Do you think that keeps us good with what's going on right now? Because I feel like that when I talk to my Christian friends, and it's not that we're not being careful, being as careful as we can be. You know, we're only going out when need be.
Yes.
But there is this, we kind of have this faith that we're not afraid or we're prepared. We're trying to be careful and cautious, but we
Yes.
have faith. Do you feel that way?
We have faith, and the Lord wants us to
faith,
use
yes.
wisdom. We have tremendous faith, but we have to use our wisdom. You know, the joke where the man was standing on the roof of his home, and people kept coming by saying, you know, I don't know how the joke goes exactly, but, you know, here's this, and here's that, and here's a rope, and here's a, you know, and he kept refusing. No, I'm waiting for God. Yes, we are waiting for God, but God sends help through other people. He gives us wisdom, and he wants us to use it to our full capability.
That's right.
Of course, you know, it is what it is, and we all have our appointed time, but our faith is in God, and we know whatever we're going through, he is going through with us. We are not alone. We're not going through anything alone. He's already been through it, and he's going through it with us, but we have to reach out and pray to him and have that relationship. It's not enough to know God. You have to have a relationship with God, and that's where we're at.
That's lovely. And your mom is watching. How old's your mom?
My mom is 80 years old, and she is at Twilight Haven Nursing Home.
I want to give a shout out to your mom. What's her name?
Mickey.
Hi, Mickey. I love that. She sounds like she's if she's your mom, she's definitely kicking the pants, right?
Also, real quick, I want to give a
Love you,
shout out to
Mama.
I want to give a shout out to my DJ father figure, Richard the Lion Delgado, who's at the Silvercrest home.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we can give a shout out to our friends, Gilbert, Reese, and
Absolutely. Gilbert and his lovely wife and his son, yes.
Tigre, love you, man.
yes, you brought us together. So thank you, Gilbert. And thank you guys for watching. Anything you'd like to say to our audience before we go?
We just want to say God loves you. Don't give up. I mean, I know we're going through hard times right now, but whatever you do, hold on to that faith and don't let go. Remember, Jesus on the throne, and you are not alone, like my man Pastor Pete would say.
And we are here to pray for you, and we are here to listen to anything you have to say to us, and we will help you get through it. If you need that help, don't give up. Don't feel helpless. You're not helpless. We're here to help you.
One love and much funkiness, y'all. Love you.
And it's a privilege and an honor to be here on your show. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for bringing us.
Hi everyone, I am Sparkle Sujin with the Everything Sparkle Show. Tune in every Thursday live at 4 p.m. You will see people that are motivational, inspirational, inspiring, and of course, entertaining. We have a great time. We learn things about how big celebrities are inspiring big names here in Fresno. Hugh Hefner is the reason we have Fresno Magazine, and Gnarly Charlie got his start because Johnny Carson told him to. So, tune in, you'll learn something new, and have a good time.
Highlights, balayage, color, extensions, cuts, pure Brazilian blowouts, treatments. Contact Jordan Myers at Hair by Jordan.
Did you know most hair and beauty salons in the Central Valley are not disposing of their chemicals correctly? Partner with us today to become an eco-friendly salon. Visit us online at greenbeautywaste.com. Our phone number is 559-367-7206. And be sure to visit us on Instagram and Facebook at Green Beauty Waste.
Welcome to CentralValleyTalk.com, the coronavirus fun and food headquarters. If you're hunkered in your bunker, hungry and need to eat, there is an option for food in Fresno's Tower District. Livingstone's restaurant is open for takeout dining for lunch or dinner. Livingstone's is located at 831 East Fern near Wishawn. Call them up, place your order, then pick it up. Call Livingstone's, 554-9662. Livingstone's, behind the old Bank of America building in the Tower District, 554-9662.